Hey everybody, my name is Ishika and welcome to the Legal Lens channel where we talk about the everyday legal topics and terms. So today our topic is types of legal professions we have in India. Like what is the difference between advocate, barrister, solicitor general, senior advocate, AOR. So we'll all be going to discuss in detail about these legal professions. So when we talk about a very first basic profession in legal area is that the lawyer. So as you all know that a lawyer is basically a person who does the law, who takes his or her degree, 5-year LLB, it could be a 5-year LLB or 3-year term LLB course. So अगर वो 5-year 3-year में graduate होते हैं as a law study करते हैं, then they are called as lawyer. But when we talk about the advocates, see, you need to understand this, that not the lawyers cannot represent the case in front of the courts. The ones who represents the case in front of the courts are known as advocates. So for advocates, you need to get yourself enrolled in the Bar Council of India. You need to give the AIBE exam. After that only you get one certificate which states that you are now enrolled in the Bar Council of India, which is also known as BCI. Now, when we talk about in advocate line only, there is another subcategory of advocate known as senior advocate. Now, senior advocates are the advocates who have, more experience, more than 10 years of experience. Then they are called as senior advocates. ये जनरली हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में इनको देखा जाता है एंड बेसिकली दे आर द वंस हु हैंडल द केसेस मोस्ट एंड मोर इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड इट इज ऑल्सो बेस्ड ऑन हाउ मेनी टाइप ऑफ केसेस you have won, what is your criteria to do the work, how you solve your cases. So that is all depends upon the skills and the experience you have. Then only you become the senior advocate. Now the third is AOR, which is known as advocate on record. So remember one thing, that in Supreme Court not every advocate can file a case or petition. For that you need to give a SC AOR exam, which states that Supreme Court advocate on record exam you need to give. So basically what this states, that this make you capable of filing the case in Supreme Court. So judgment, review and any such other things all advocates can do, but the criteria to file the case, only advocate on record can do such thing in Supreme Court. And when we talk about the barrister and lawyer are basically the same thing. The very difference is just the minute thing. Barrister is the degree which you get from England only. If you study the law from England, then you become as barrister. But also remember one thing, that barrister cannot stand in the court. They cannot handle your case. Just like the lawyer, they are only difference is that they have studied from England. Okay. Now we have advocate generals. Now what are these advocate generals? These are basically the legal advisors of the state government. So anytime if a state government wants to represent themselves, or they wants to file the case, so advocate general is the first who's been reported to. Okay, so advocate general is the legal advisor. He is the first legal advisor of any state. So when we talk about the solicitor general it basically assists the attorney general. So for that, to understand the solicitor general, we need to understand that what is attorney general. So just like we have the advocate general in the state level, so on the central level we have attorney general. So attorney general is the legal advisor of the state general, central state. So if central state wants to file the case, or they want to represent the case, they will approach them, and based on that they have solicitor general. So they assist the attorney general basically, and they are the second legal advisor. Our next term is public prosecutor. So public prosecutor is the person, who defends their own state in cases of the criminal matters. So if you are living in a Gujarat, okay, so you will defend your state of Gujarat if you are a public prosecutor. And when we talk about the next term, that is the government pleader. So government pleader is the person who represents their own state in case of the criminal matter, in case of the civil matters. So remember, for criminal matters, it is the public prosecutor, and for the civil matters, we have government pleader.